and welcome to my suspension yoga or yoga trapeze presentation today. So you guys might be wondering, what is a yoga trapeze or a suspension unit? Well, it combines a hammock looking device with a TRX looking device. So these two things come together and allow us to do suspension yoga or trapeze yoga. So why trapeze yoga? Well, maybe you have shoulder issues. Maybe you're not able to exercise regularly like you once did because of some type of shoulder issue, maybe frozen shoulder or any type of shoulder injury. You can use the yoga trapeze as for support. So we can do our lovely stretches from the trapeze and get a beautiful shoulder opening experience. And we're always supported by this hammock. We can also do some shoulder extension work. So helping get out of that frozen shoulder. We need to be super gentle to begin with. So going nice and gently to begin with. And then over time, maybe building a little strength, and then also getting more flexibility in that shoulder extension. And then maybe eventually coming down to our full shoulder extension. Again, over time, building that full range of motion in our shoulders. But of course, we take it all at your pace, according to your capabilities. So maybe you've got a knee injury and you can't do regular yoga. So the trapeze unit is fantastic for providing support for your knees. So again, coming nicely into a regular yoga pose, but having some support for your knees. And as you guys may notice, this is a little more challenging maybe than a regular yoga. We're building strength in our glutes. We're also getting hip mobility and flexibility, and we're providing support for that knee. Maybe you guys might have some lower back issues, so some compression of the spine, and we can do some spinal decompression with yoga trapeze. So this is the super fun part that everyone really looks forward to in class, is doing some inversions. I'm sure you guys have heard of inversion tables where they hold you by your heels. Well, this is much more accessible. There's no pain involved, and it's a much more smooth transition to help with spinal decompression. So I'll show you guys what that spinal decompression looks like. And again, this is accessible by anyone. So nice and gentle, coming up, and beautiful spinal decompression. So as you can see, there's nothing holding my ankles and pulling on those ankles, and I'm nice and supported through my lower back. And we can just hang here for, usually we start off at 30 seconds and then work our way up to 2 minutes. So from this position as well, there's lots of other fun things that we can do. Maybe we want to work our shoulder mobility and get a gorgeous stretch in those shoulders while we're in our inversion pose. Maybe we want to get a nice side stretch, or maybe we want to work on some strength while we're in this inversion pose. So we can do some side crunches. The possibilities are just so many. And to come out of this is super easy, very, very safe. I'm held on by the trapeze, and I just pull with gravity and come right back up again. So that's for lower back pain. Maybe you're bored with your regular workout and you want to try something fun, new, and different. Maybe you want to learn to fly. We can do some shoulder extensions, learn to fly on our yoga trapeze. So this takes very little effort, and we're building strength in our body and also opening up those shoulders. Super safe, super easy. So maybe you want to get some pull motion. In regular yoga, that's the only thing that you can't quite get with regular yoga is that pull motion. So the biceps. We can get that with the yoga trapeze. You can make it as easy or as challenging as you want. So to make it a little easier, I can step back and lower down, and then just do some small bicep work. And if I want to make it a little more challenging, I come down and I go a little deeper and working those biceps, getting nice and strong. Maybe you'd like to work on your flexibility or your range of motion. Maybe there's some poses in your regular yoga practice that you can't quite get into. One of the advanced poses in yoga is dancer pose, which looks like this. But it's much easier to access this pose in trapeze because you're supported by the trapeze. So we're getting shoulder extension. We're also getting some extension in our left hip. And we're also gaining some muscle here in that right glute. And there's all kinds of other poses as well. So maybe you're super strong already. You want to have a little fun and build more strength. So I'll show you a little inversion pose that you can do that does require a little bit of strength. So we tend to build up to this pose over time. So we nice and safely lean back, take your feet all the way up, and then you come off the hammock and you're just hanging, holding yourself in the inverted position. These are just a few examples of the types of poses that are available in my group classes. We go through a whole range of different movements and motions. And as you can see, there's something for everybody. So if you're a beginner, if you're advanced, if you've got an injury, or if you're a sports professional and you want to go a little further, there's something for everybody. Again, we've got group classes or private instruction. All are live online over Zoom. Healthy by Tammy, make your health your priority. And now if you have